What if embracing change is the key that unlocks your full potential, guys? Hi, guys, my name is Fabio from Journey to Success and welcome. Today, we introduce the concept of personal growth through change. I can't wait because we're going to explain why it is essential to live a fulfilling life, all right? Change, guys, is often uncomfortable, sometimes even painful. But the truth is that it is the very force that shapes who we become, okay? Personal growth is impossible without change, and change requires time. Just like a seed that eventually becomes a tree. So the process takes a lot of time and patience before it becomes an old, wise tree. Many people resist change. They stick to what is familiar out of fear, comfort, or habit. But what they don't realize is that stagnation leads to frustration. And in comfort zones, in cozinesses, your dreams cannot go through, guys, all right? Grow requires challenge. Grow requires change. That's the reality. It means movement. It invites us to confront our limitations, question our beliefs, and evolve beyond them, of course. So embracing change is not about seeking, cows. It's about recognizing that transformation is essential for a meaningful, fulfilling life. And the truth is that every change carries an opportunity to learn, to stretch, to understand our understanding of who we are and what we are capable of. In fact, the most successful and fulfilled individuals are not those who avoid change, of course, but those who adapt, who transform, and who allow change in a way to shape them. Anyway, as always, before to go forward, guys, please subscribe, all right? So I know this is the right direction to lead you, to drive you, to guide you towards your journey to success. And let's get started, as always. Let's discuss common fears and hesitations people face when it comes to change, such as fear of the unknown or failure. And guys, let's be honest, while change is necessary for growth, it's not always welcomed with open arms. Most of us fear change, not because we don't want better lives, of course, but because we want to be in our comfort zone. That's why, even when we know something needs to change, we hesitate, we delay, we convince ourselves that later, is a better time. So let's look at some of the most common fears that hold people back today. First point, fear of the unknown. Change often requires dancing into unfamiliar territory, and the unknown can feel like a dark room. So we're not sure what we'll find or whether we'll be able to handle it. And in this case, our mind starts dancing around, and our mind says like, "What if I'm not ready? What if I make the wrong choice? What if this doesn't work out?" So this fear can paralyze us, keeping us stuck the same situation over and over again. Then we have the fear of failure. So the idea of taking a risk and not succeeding can feel like a personal defeat, like evidence that we're not good enough, But the truth is, failure is a powerful teacher, guys. It's not the opposite of success, it's part of the success. It's part of the process. So the fear of failure often stops us from even trying. But when we avoid a challenge, we miss out on the lessons and growth that only come from doing hard things. Okay? Number 3, fear of losing control. We like to think we have everything figured out and can plan for anything. But change shakes that belief, and that can feel scary sometimes. Fear of judgment, whether it's changing careers, ending a relationship, starting a business, or moving to a new place. I mean, people often worry about what others will think. Will they support me? Will they think I'm crazy? What if I fail and they say, I told you so? So, this fear of being judged or misunderstood can silence our deepest desires and keep us from making the very moves that would lead to our freedom. Number five, fear of losing identity. Sometimes, guys, change means letting go of who we think we are. That can be terrifying, right? So, shifting into a new version of yourself that can feel like a betrayal of your old self or the expectations of those around you. But growth often requires us to rewrite our identity. So these fears are human, guys. We all experience them. But the people who grow, the people who truly transform, are not the ones who avoid fear. They're the ones who walk through, trusting that what lies on is worth far more than the comfort they're leaving behind, okay? Now, let's explore strategies for embracing change, including mindset shift, setting goals, and seeking support from others. So, the first one is shift your mindset, of course. This is the first key. So, change starts in the mind. Here, how you can build a mindset that welcomes growth. So, the first key is reframing discomfort, of course. See it as a sign of progress, guys, not danger. Discomfort means you are growing. I say again, discomfort means you are growing, all right? There is nothing wrong on that. Stay curious. Ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of, why is this happened to me? And the third key point is accepting uncertainty. So understand that not everything needs to be figured out right away, all right? Progress, guys, often comes from taking one step at a time. Remember that. Number two, set clear, flexible goals. Goals, guys, give you direction, even in the middle of change. Also, here I like to highlight three key points. The first key point is starting small, right? So focus on one habit or action you can control each day. The second point is set short and long-term goals. So, big vision, but break it into steps. And the third key point is leaving room for adjustment. So stay open to refining your goals as you grow and your circumstances change. And the number three is seek support from others. Guys, you don't have to do it alone. Also, here I like to highlight three key points. So you have to find a community, connect with people who are also embracing change, online or in person, doesn't matter. Talk it out. Sharing your fears or wins helps you process them and gain new perspective. Okay. Number three, learn from others, guys, from mentors, coaches, or even books and podcasts can guide you through unfamiliar environment. Let's talk about Howard Schultz. He grew up poor in a tough neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York. His dad worked hard but didn't earn so much, and when he got hurt, there was no help or support for the family. So Howard, during these years, struggled a lot. And later he got a job at Starbucks. But back then, it wasn't the Starbucks we know today. So they just sold coffee beans and equipment. So one day, Howard visited Italy, my country, and saw something special. People gathering in cozy coffees. This is actually true. It doesn't matter if there is a seat or not. It doesn't matter if we stand or not. It's always cozy to take a coffee in Italy. In fact, he noticed people were talking, connecting, enjoy the coffee, It wasn't just a drink, it was an experience. So Howard came back excited and told the Starbucks owners his big idea. He say like, let's serve coffee and create a place where people, come to relax and connect. They say no. So Howard took a big risk. He left the company, started his own cafe business, and a few years later bought Starbucks. So from there, he built the Starbucks we know today, guys. A warm, welcoming space in every city where coffee brings people together, regardless of its taste. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's not my thing. Now, before closing, let's recap, all right? Let's recap with 6 points that I want to highlight. Change is inevitable. Life is constantly evolving. And resisting change, guys, often leads to frustration and stagnation. So, acknowledging the change, we can say that is a natural part of life that help us adapt with more comfort and resilience, all right? Number two, mindset shapes the outcome. So, how we perceive change decides whether it becomes a setback or a stepping stone. So, viewing change through a growth mindset, guys, allow us to see challenges as opportunities for learning, innovation, and personal development. Number three, growth happens outside of comfort zone. Discomfort, guys, often accompanies change. But it is in these moments of uncertainty that the most significant growth happens. So, embracing discomfort is key to unlocking new levels of strength, confidence, and capability. Number four, change show hidden strength. So, when faced with unexpected shift, guys, we're often surprised by our ability to adapt, solve problems, and lead. These moments reveal inner resilience and potential we might not have recognized otherwise. Number five, transformation requires letting go. So holding on to the past can slow progress. True growth, guys, needs removing old habits, beliefs, or situations that no longer serve us. So making room for new possibilities to emerge. And the number six is each change is a new beginning. So rather than considering change as an ending, try to think that each change it comes with a new purpose, right? Fresh perspectives and more horizons. Now, I want to hear from you. What is one challenge, guys, you have faced that changed you for the better? How did it shape your path? And what did you learn from it? Your story could inspire someone else who is going through the same thing. So I invite you to leave a comment, send a message, or share this episode with someone who might need today. You have found value in this episode, I know that. So following the show means a lot, but sharing with someone who truly needs it makes all the difference. Thank you for being part of a journey to success, guys. Remember, every small step you take is still progress, and it brings you closer to the person you are meant to be. I'm truly grateful for each of you. Until next time, keep moving forward. Cheers.